UnFolding. VoYagE.
Now, in the world that we live in, I want to share this with you. And I would love it if you all would read Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 28. Then you will understand a little bit more of where I'm coming from. Because see, what I'm doing is just sharing information. You can look it up, search it, research it, and you will see the world has given everybody their religion. And if you don't see through it, then you must not be studying or you must be overlooking. But the thing is, you need to search exactly what all of this is about. Because if you don't, then you are missed out. Now, if you understand, when it reads what it's going to say, after you have traveled through all others, then you will find. That's if you're seeking the Most High with all your heart. See, when you see the instructions, apply that to your life. Live it. Then your knowledge will increase and understanding will be given. I didn't get to this here point shooking and jiving. I set myself apart. I study. I keep the appointments of the Most High days. That's why I go by His calendar, not the world system calendar. Why would the Most High tell you to search for Him, look for Him? And He has His own system. It's a war going on. And they are the opposite one from another. The Most High say, wear loose clothes and be modest. Look at the world. It is the opposite of the instructions that He gave. So a lot of people, they like to make themselves feel good and feel better, but they worship these false idols. And the reason why I say that is because these false idols are many. Why is it that you have to talk to one in the name of another? If you read Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 28, it's a clue right there, and it gives you a warning. Once you pass all of that there, because those that are of darkness will transform themselves into light. All the information, and the link is in the description. You can go search it, look it, read it, and go. Search it on your own. So that way, when somebody asks you, you don't have to say such and such a said. You will know how to explain it yourself because you looked it up yourself. You read it yourself. You believe. And that's when your personal journey starts with the Most High. See, in this world that we live in, changing times and laws, people don't understand. We was born into this delusion. Times and laws been changed a long time ago. Way before we was born. Way before our parents was born. Way before our grandparents was born. I can go on and on, because all you got to do is look the information up. Look at history. And it's there. Look at world history. They teach it in school, middle school, high school, college. You can teach yourself by looking online. You got a phone in your hand. You look up anything else that you want. Look up something that's going to edify the mind. And believe me, when you do that, you will learn. And as you learn, you will see what this world is doing. Everything majority is of a Greek origin. It is not of the Most High. Who they serve is not the Most High. It is an idol. All the proof you need to get you started on your journey, the link is in the description. And I say this, hoping and praying that you do. If you take your belief and if you take your salvation seriously, then you will know. And here's another thing I tell people. If we are already redeemed, why do you need to go look and find a Savior? All the Most High asked us to do was to turn back to Him. He already redeemed us. So why is you looking for a Savior? We are already bought. We already belong to Him. So why are you looking for a Savior when all you have to do is return back to Him? Look in the mirror. Look on TV. Look outside. Look at reality. Look at reality. And what do you see? The opposite of what the Most High have told us. Read the instructions. This may sound crazy to you, but this here is prophecy. A one world religion. It's already here. It's been here before we was born. The Bible is the one world religion book because it has all the deities in it. A lot of times you may think you're praising the Most High, but you're giving it to another. My people will perish for lack of knowledge. Now I'm sharing knowledge with you so you can stop doing it. The link is in the description. And before this video is over, I'm going to put on the screen for you to look at, glimpse of some of the information you need to look in, look up, study, see it for what it is, and understand we are not from here. And you can look that up and you can take it however you want to take it. But I'm going to share with you this. For one, we're from another continent. Slavery took place. So now we here. And we here as a punishment, but it's also a mighty blessing. We are here to overcome. Because everything, the instructions that was given to us, you can take Jeremiah chapter 10, the first 5, 6 verses. You should know right there. It told us not to be like the people of the nations. We are a nation, an inheritance of the Most High. So why are you always looking for another culture? Which the definition of the word culture is way of life. He gave us our way of life. And through the way of life that He has given us, is part of our redemption. Yeah, we grew up in this here Greek origin, but we are not Greek. We are here to do His will and show the other people how it is done so that they may turn from the wickedness that they have. A lot of people, they say, oh, we are kings and queens. It's a lot deeper than that. It is a lot deeper than that. Let me explain something to you. The details in the stories that are given, and we all know that the Old Testament in the Bible is a copy from the Tanakh. The information, the link is in the description. They chose to give you a Greek translation and not the original Hebrew. So what you need to do is, while you're reading that, understand, go back and get the understanding of the Hebrew meaning, because the meaning of Hebrew and Greek are different. And when you start looking up the Hebrew meanings, you will understand there is a different outcome. I do this. So sometimes when I talk to people, it may sound strange, but I just look at who I'm talking to because they not studying. Do they ever start? Who's to say? But that's not my problem. I've done my part. I can't make you do nothing. I can only share. The link is in the description. And I want you to look at it if you take this seriously. A lot of people don't take it seriously. They rather just rather, this is life, this is what it is, and when I die, that's over with. They don't believe in the resurrection. The resurrection is something that some people have a hard time believing. Like, oh, well, how can this be when that's that? We live one time. I hear a lot of people say that. Through the years growing up, we only live once. No, this life is a test. And through this here test, you have to determine, you have to decide, you have to choose. If you look at life now with this inflation, which every generation get a turn, look at history. All you have to do is look at history. Every generation has its turn. So everybody turns to who they believe. They turn to who they think that can save them. The Most High said, have patience, because all those things will pass away. He is the one that is living. He's the one that gives life. So why would you not listen to the one that gives life and listen to an idol that can't do nothing for you? People say, well, that person is poor. I'm not going to listen to them. But they go listen to the rich person. Just because a person is rich, don't think they can give you real knowledge. They give you a bunch of foolishness. And their attitude is selfish. And if that's what you like, then you will receive what you deserve. That's just all to it. Now, understand this here. You wake up in the morning and say you're a righteous person, or you're trying to be a righteous person. You thank who you thank. On the back of money, they tell you who they trust, but that is an idol. The link is in the description. I'm showing you. And I hope that you will study and further get more information for your own mind. So when you share it with someone else, you don't have to say such and such a said. You will know how to explain it to them, and it will be that. Because if you think coming out here preaching or speaking the gospel, preaching, speaking, same thing, the definition of the word prophet is spokesman. Look these words up in a dictionary and you will get the meaning of them. Then look it up in Hebrew and you'll get a deeper meaning. Do this if you take this seriously. Apply the instructions to your life and your mind will evolve and the understanding and the knowledge will increase and you will know. But if you're not going to apply it to your life, then you may never know. Understand, people, understand. We do this out of love. We share information to turn the people from the wickedness to the righteousness of the Most High. Because just because the world say this is right, don't mean it's right. Because you got to understand the two are the opposite, one from another. And a lot of you know this. A lot of you run from this because you don't want to hear it. You're too wrapped up in the flesh. You're too present. with what is going on instead of what's going to happen. You may be smiling today, but for eternity, you'll be in pain. You'll be weeping. You won't be happy. A lot of you ain't happy now and still refuse to turn to the Most High, the only one that can help you. I tell people the name of the Most High because the Most High is what he is. His name is Ehyeh, Ehyeh, right there on the screen. Now look it up. Now in the Bible, it will say I am. Now we know I am is not a name. It is not a name. So there is his name. You look it up, do your research, read it. That is the one name. That name can be proven because it's all right there. You just have to understand. Why do you think the book say rightfully divide the word of truth? Exodus chapter 23, verse 13. We are not to say the names of other idols, of giving praise to. We don't give praise to no other. We only give praise to the one. We call him by his name, Ehyeh. And I don't have to talk to Ehyeh in the name of another. If I'm right here and I'm talking to you, that's like me saying, I'm giving you some instructions in the name of another person. What sense do that make? All you gotta do is think. Just like if you ever look up the word curse or the word cuss, you will see they both have the same meaning to them because there's no such thing as a cuss word. There's no such thing as a curse word. It consists of a sentence when you wish evil on someone else is what a cuss is. Cuss is slang. You gotta understand. Look in history. Go further back. We have to teach the Negroes how to speak proper English. Think about it. What did the Negroes fight for? Did they fight for their own rights? Did they follow the way of the Most High? Did they follow the rules? Because as I see it, it's an individual thing. You have people that represent a group of people, but don't none represent me. Not what I am. There ain't no representative, NAACP, or any of them represent me. So when you see a person, this person is representing the black race. The black race is not the Negroes. The black race could be anybody that's black. And if you look at the world today, which is, just look at the world today. Listen to what they are saying. Anybody can be black. That's how they make it. Black lives matter. I seen more white people out there than I did actual Negroes. And then the Negroes I did see, you gotta look at, they look Greekish. If the Most High blessed me with hair, wear your hair. The world don't like Negro hair. So a lot of people are just depressed and ashamed of who and what they was created to be. But it ain't nothing to be ashamed of. I am happy that I am a Negro. If you understand and know the blessing of being a Negro, you will see that all other races wish they was a Negro. They wish they was a child of the captivity. But instead, the world has made you feel like you're not good enough. When the truth is, it is the opposite. All you have to do is accept who you are. Wear your real hair. Let them keep theirs. Plus, it's nasty anyway. Do you lay down in the bed next to a dead body? Because if you do, then you got a problem. You have a problem. Who in their right mind, and I'm gonna ask, who in their right mind will lay next to a dead body, and a dead body will decay? So you would take people's hair and put it on your head to represent them and not yourself? There are rules that we have, our way of life. Stop looking for other people and their culture. I look at YouTube. I see Negro people always jumping into somebody else's culture. Why don't you look up your own culture? Wear your natural hair and be proud of that instead of giving glory to another, if that's the correct word, because evidently you're shaming yourself while you're giving it to someone else. Image. Think about it. Image. If I wanted a white person, if I wanted, a white woman, we ain't supposed to mix. Read the instructions. So here go a Negro woman. She got on stringy hair, thinking she looking good. This and that. Jezebel, Betty Boo, got all the works done. Long fingernails, eyelashes. You got some strong muscles in your eyelash and in your eyes to hold them lashes up because they look heavy. Blinking your eyes and they about 3 feet long. Don't make no sense, Betty Boo. Stop doing that. That is not our custom. A lot of you women say, oh, you want a real man. Well, a real man don't want a fake woman. Why do you think a lot of these here athletes, and I'm not just going to say athletes, but they say, oh, when a black man, when a Negro man gets some money, he go get a white woman. Well, a lot of y'all trying to be a white woman instead of being what you are. Be modest, be humble, and be natural. A lot of people don't want to eat the GMO. They don't want that fake food. They want the food that bears seed because it's natural from the earth. They don't want it made from a lab. A real man don't want no fake woman. Understand that. That's all you got to do. Understand that. In this world that we live in this present moment in time, right now, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror at yourself and decide what you're going to be, who you're going to be. I pray and hope that you'll be what you was created to be, a child of the Most High. Because when it comes to kings and queens, I did get away from that there. Look at the details in the stories. And the reason why I say it's deeper than that is because, for one, the kings were always getting the information from the children of the Most High. When they didn't know something, they took counsel from the children of the Most High. An example, the book of Daniel is one. That's just one. Now, when you do your research, the truth can't never be covered up. It can only be hidden from your eyes if you're not looking for the truth. But if you're looking for the truth, then it's not covered from your eyes. Look at the details in all of it. They can have their there, but you got to understand that they can't have the truth from us. If I can sit back and find this information out, ask yourself why you haven't found it out. If it's coming from me, search it. Whatever I say and show, do your research. Because I'm not here to tell you, oh, this is the way. I'm showing you proof because that's what you need. It say prove all things, so I'm proving it. Who said the road will be easy? If you're constantly trying to fit in a world that don't want you, that right there should be a clue for you. Kick yourself in the butt because you're not paying attention. If we serve and follow the Most High, Ehyeh, why are you looking for a savior when we are already redeemed? The prophecy, name the child Emmanuel, Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. But yet when you get to the New Testament, they flood your mind with a whole nother name, a Greek name on top of that. And when they do repeat the prophecy in Matthew 1, verse 23, they Romanize the name. Because with an I, it is Hebrew origin. Look it up. And when they spell it with an E, they Romanize the name. Look it up. I'm not going to sit here, stand here, be right here in front of you, in your ear, to feed you no lies. I'm here to share the truth with you. Look it up. And if the majority is praising and worship in an idol, don't be part of the majority. Why do you think everywhere you go, everything you see, they give you world religion? For one, when you read the book, and I know you heard it, he's not from here. He created this world, and this is the battlefield. You have to have strength. You have to have courage to stand up. We against all odds. They are legion, for they are many. Ehyeh is one. And that's who we proclaim, and his kingdom we declare. All these other names, you got to understand. A lot of these organizations out here, they made a deal with the government to have their organizations. Read the details. I don't care if you look at the movies. Look at the movies. I watched them. I saw them. The believers were always the ones that went underground. They started off in the synagogue. Then they was in the hills, in the mountains, out on the streets, because the synagogue did not believe. Today, the church, you can go in the New Testament, the book of Acts, the church went underground. They fellowship out in the fields at certain people's houses. That's how they got together. It was never a building on a specific day to go to. They worship the sun, and that is sun worship. That is an idol. If you ain't figured that out yet, why have so many left and went a different route? But yet, they still walk a righteous path. A kingdom that is divided will not stand. Funny, because you got the Kingdom Hall, you got the Baptists, you got all these different denominations claim the same thing, but they don't fellowship with each other. They refuse to fellowship with each other. Over here, they take this part of the book and enforce those rules. Over there, they enforce another set of rules. But the Most High just asks us to follow his instructions. And out of them organizations, they don't follow his instructions. Why you don't never see them doing? Why? And a lot of them left the church and went to the camp. Yes, they did. And the camp Well, they another organization. They made a deal also. They can put you on the right track, but then they also will flip you. And if you're not paying attention, you are right back in a world system. And if you don't understand what I'm speaking on, thinking about this, when it comes to the new moon, and when it comes to the tabernacle, they will do it. Some of them will do it on point by the Most High calendar. But then on a weekly basis, they will keep you at a world system to fit their livelihood. You either one or the other. You can't flip-flop, straddle the fence, whatever you want to call it. You can't do that. You either one, you for the one, or you with the other. If you get caught in between, you're the monkey in the middle. And everybody know what happened to the monkey. And if you don't know, keep living. You will find out. All you got to do is watch. Watch and listen. We all had the same book. Get the instructions. Live the instructions. Learn and grow. When you're willing to do that, we can grow together. I am not of the world system. I go by the Creator's calendar. If you look at any of my posts on any of my social media, you will see. I have the month, I have the date. But the year, I have an X because it's unknown. Now think about this. How do you know this is actually 2022? When they gave you this information. They gave you this information. It's in the information. Oh, the 33 years wasn't recorded. So it went from BC, 33 years wasn't recorded, and then it went to AD. So it's 33 years not recorded. I'm not making this up. You can find this information yourself. I was in a church building. All this information I remember. As I got older, I studied. I looked this stuff up. I researched. I got set apart because it was my choice to do so. I started growing. I stopped lacking. So the rules I do, and the knowledge and understanding increase. And what I share, it may seem funny to you. It may. It may sound strange to you. But look at the details of the stories. While they was out preaching to the people and sharing information with the people, they was not listening. They was laughing at them, making fun of them. But then when destruction hit, who did they run to? Understand, people. Understand. We already know what it is. We already know what it is. But we don't care. We're going to continue to share the right information to you. We're going to continue to put it out there. And if social media block it, it's because they already know. Stay in the community guidelines. You got to be careful on choice words nowadays. We live in a world that clearly show you that they will give rights to the type of people that got blowed up in Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Most High said he would promise the world he won't destroy it again with water. Now we got all these here volcanoes waking up, getting ready to erupt. And people don't understand. that lava is real hot. That lava will melt your body while it's miles away. It ain't even touched you yet. Who want to twerk in a lake of fire? Go ahead, keep on dancing and keep on being disobedient. And when you see it, that'll be a day too late. So understand this. Because the day before, you don't know, but you may be at that moment right now. Because tomorrow, you never know what's going to happen. So take this moment, and you shouldn't even have to think about it. You already know within you. Turn to the Most High, Ehyeh. Learn his instructions. Apply those instructions to your life and do what it is you need to do. Because the way of life that he has given us is for our protection. How can he protect you when you're being disobedient? When you need help and you're calling on idols, well, understand the adversary want you to have everything now. So now you're smiling. Have you ever known a person that said, well, I got this. And then when they got it, they said, it just don't feel right. Understand the game. Watch out for the traps. And if you know the instructions of the Most High, then you also will know how to play the game. Protect your nefesh. Remain and get in the gate. And the reason why I say remain in the gate is because we are already redeemed. We just have to turn back to Ehyeh. Call him by his name, because when you call him by their name, that is respect. Because people get mad when you call them out of their name. We all know this. It's just basically sense. Wake up, people. This ain't a game. This is real life. And the battle is either you're going to walk the system of the Most High, or you're going to walk the system of this world. You're going to be the image and likeness of Ehyeh, the Most High, or you're going to be the image and likeness of the beast. The choice is yours. I pray and hope you make the right one. Certain things you used to do, you just have to cut it out. It was an abomination. It was no good for you. And when you start, you will feel better. You will have courage. You will have strength. You will see people that you used to hang around. They have no self-control. They out of control. They will speak one thing and do another. Liars. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. They're just liars. It's all to it. Don't be like that. The ways that you have, correct your ways. If you was no good today, tomorrow, change your ways and be better. Learn the instructions, apply it to your life, and live the remaining of your days the way the Most High asks us to. We have to honor our end of the contract. And if you don't understand the contract, the word is covenant. You look that word covenant up, the definition of covenant is contract. See, a lot of times I understand when people speak, even when people watch the news, they don't know the meaning of them words. They don't. There was a point in time I did not know. In the book it say, be perfect. For our Father in heaven is perfect. But everybody know we in an imperfect world. So that means stop being imperfect. Have the renewing of your mind. Look at things for what they are and change. Change. And to all other people that follow the way of the Most High, bless you. Turn from them idols, because Ehyeh is waiting for all who choose him. Because when all of this is over and we all see what it is, that is going to be a day. Them that laugh now will cry later. And as we do what we do, I'm not worried about you. I can care less what you think about me. Say what you want to say about me. I care less about that. And if you personally know me, you already know I don't give a damn what you think about me. I'm the type of person, I'm in your face. I'm going to say what I got to say. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. You got to understand a calling on your life. When you call, there is something about you. The Most High said, you fit for the kingdom. Because maybe you got a mouth on you and you know how to use it. There's something about you that's good for the kingdom. And he created all of us. So you know who you are. Change them ways. Stay in the kingdom. Get back to the kingdom of Ehyeh. And leave these here world idols behind. And although anything that's of religion, yes, they're going to put their name on it. They're going to stamp it with their name. But that's why we correct things. And we change it back to the original form. Because we are the original people. Praise and glory be Ehyeh. He's waiting for you. UnFolding. VoYagE.